Today we're going to be checking out the C&L Super Sport cross-drilled and slotted rotors for the front pair of the 2009 to 2023 Challenger GT, RT, Rally Redline, SXT, and TA with dual piston front calipers, as well as the 2011 Challenger SE with dual piston front calipers. These rotors are going to be a great option for Challenger owners looking to improve braking performance, enhance heat dissipation, and add a sporty, performance-oriented look to their braking system. Right away, the standout feature of these rotors has got to be the combination of the cross-drilled holes and the precision machined slots, designed to dynamically improve braking efficiency. These cross-drilled holes help vent heat generated during hard braking, reducing the chance of brake fade, especially during aggressive driving or repeated high-speed stops. This is particularly beneficial for any track use or most aggressive driving. The slotted surfaces serve a dual purpose. They help keep that pad surface clean by removing dust, gases, and debris, and they also maintain consistent friction contact between the pad and the rotor. This translates into more responsive brake pedal feel and better stopping power, even in wet or high-stress conditions. These rotors are engineered to be a direct fit upgrade for factory components, and they can be used with your existing calipers and brake pads for an easy swap. These are ideal for drivers who want a performance boost without having to replace that entire braking system. They also offer a visual upgrade with the drilled and slotted design peeking out from behind your wheels for a more aggressive aesthetic. Also, these are balanced and machined to high quality standards to ensure smooth, vibration-free operation. This is going to help prevent common issues like pedal pulsing or rotor warping, which can occur during lower quality rotors during that extended use. These rotors are crafted from high quality cast iron and feature a durable zinc coated finish to help resist rust and corrosion. The precision machining ensures accurate fitment, proper rotor balance, and long-term durability. The silver zinc coating also helps protect non-friction surfaces, keeping them looking clean and professional even after years of use. Now, as far as the pricing goes, these front rotors are coming in right in that upper $100 price range for the pair. Considering the performance enhancements, the quality of construction, and some improved aesthetics, they represent a solid value for Challenger owners wanting both function and style. Installation is pretty straightforward on this, but it's getting rated a soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. You could expect the process to take you 3 hours or less if everything goes smoothly. Now let's head on out to the shop and they're going to give you a detailed walkthrough of exactly how this install process goes.
For this install, you need a ratchet, 13mm socket, 21 and 18mm wrench, a caliper hanging tool, and brake clean. All right, today we're going to be installing some rotors on our Challenger. First, we're going to watch a quick video to uninstall stock brakes, then we'll come back here to install the new ones.
Now the first thing we need to do is remove our caliper from the caliper bracket. So to do that, I'm going to grab a hook so that we can hook the caliper onto here to not put any tension on our brake line. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to hook it to one of the coils on the spring on our strut. And then we can grab a 13mm socket and remove the 2 bolts holding on our caliper. So now I'm going to take a 13mm socket and remove this top and bottom bolt, and then we can wiggle off the clamshell and hang it up on that hook. Now if the other side starts spinning with your bolt, you can take an 18mm wrench to hold that while you remove the bolt with the 13mm socket. And then we can just wiggle our clamshell free and hang it up on our hook. Next we can come to our 2 caliper bracket bolts and take a 21mm socket to remove these. And then grab a hand on the caliper bracket and while you get this out so you don't drop it. And then you can slide that off your rotor. So now with our caliper and bracket out of the way, we can remove our rotor. Now, if this is kind of seized onto the hub, you can take a hammer and just beat around the rotor, break some of that rust free, pop it off. Ours kind of just fell out of place when I pulled that bracket off, so I'm just gonna pull it straight off.
All right, so now we're gonna get our new rotor on. Now you do wanna make sure that you have the right one. Easy way to check, there is a part number on the edge. It ends in either L and an R, so left or right. So we have our right one here. We're just gonna take some brake clean and clean off any oil or debris that might be on our surface. Do that on both sides. We can go ahead and get our rotor onto our car. Slide that in place. I like to put a lug nut on just to help hold everything tight. Just makes it a little bit easier without the rotor falling off. Now we can go ahead and get our brake pad carrier on and then our caliper. So we'll get our bracket on for our pads. Get our 2 bolts and thread them in. Get them snug, and then we'll grab, you can either have your ratchet and socket, or I just have a 21mm ratcheting wrench. Go ahead and tighten those down. Once we have that in place, we can put our pads back in and simply just snap in. Now, since we are not replacing our pads, we should not need to compress our piston. So we just need to be able to slap our caliper back over. So with our caliper in place, we'll thread in our 2 13mm bolts. Grab our ratchet, 13mm socket, and 18mm wrench, and tighten these down. Now once you have this side all put back together, you can go ahead and repeat those same steps on the other side of the car. And that wraps up our install of our C&L Super Sport cross-drilled and slotted rotors, front pair for our 2009 to 23 Challenger, GT, RT, Rally Redline, SXT, NTA with dual piston front calipers, and 2011 Challenger SE with dual piston front calipers. And remember, for everything Challenger, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.